Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of August 2017. You can use this reading for your sun, moon, or rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your rising or moon sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please check those videos out for more clarity at this time. Please keep in mind that these are also general readings, so some messages might resonate than others, and that's normal because there's lots of Sagittariuses out there in the YouTube community. With all that said, let's begin your reading. Now, down the center, we have the Justice card, the Five of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this is a crossing card. Now, at the beginning of the month, you're going to feel like there could have been miscommunication with someone. It could very well be someone from the water element, such as a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. And it could also be just a group of people, because the 5 here denotes groups, multiple people. And the communication style with this person or group, it just feels like it wasn't fair, it wasn't just, like you didn't deserve those words, those that communication exchange. It was very difficult, or it felt like it was difficult. Now the cards are indicating that it's best for you to not invest. This is where this card comes in. This is a card of investment because it's a Pentacles card, so it's putting and also the things that we hold of value, and it's a very, very personal card. It's the 4. It's very inward, and it's about putting your energies into you, because if these people can't value you for who you are, it's best for you to close yourself up and don't let these people back into your life, and just let them be. Especially if these are people that just, they just don't, it doesn't feel like they have your best interests at heart. And if that's the case for you, then it's truly best to just let this be, let this go, and don't engage in conflict and confrontation. It's not going to serve your greater good. Now, some of you might be involved in a legal case, because we do have the Justice card here. And some of these people, they could also have been very well a Libra, because this also denotes a Libran. But if you have been or are currently in a legal battle of any kind, what this person truly wants is to just cause instability in your life, and they are looking out for themselves, and they want money. But regardless of the outcome of this situation, the Justice card is also a very karmic card, and it's trying to tell you to not engage in anything that's petty, because this person is going to get their karma coming back to haunt them in due time. So let karma be the best judge. Now, in your root area, we have the 8 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Devil card. So you could be feeling restricted in the work front, because these two cards denote restrictions, the 8 and the Devil, especially paired together. And in the middle here, we do have a Pentacles card. So this could be with your work, and it could also denote a lack of instability when it comes to your finances, or a lack of trust with other people, especially because we were talking about a situation here that felt like it was difficult, and we have swords and we have pentacles in both, so they connect. So for some of you, this might be the same thing that we're talking about. However, it's best to just close your door to any negative thought patterns that you might be having, because this could also be very personal, because we have a very personal card here crossing the situation, the Four of Pentacles here. But also it could be a negative person around you, because we did see a Five of Swords here, so it could be somebody else. And we have the Devil card here, very negative person. And instead of trying to focus on these people and on the restriction, on the negativity, it's best to focus on how to bring about more stability and more abundance in your life. And that's the Ace of Pentacles here. You're going to have the opportunity, some of you, to change your enterprise, or to start up a new business, starter, if you will, a business of your own. So if that's the case for you, go for it. Now, I know that this situation might feel a little bit limiting, but honestly, when the Devil comes out in your reading, especially with the 8, it's always a mental block of some sort. And truly, it's in your best interest to let go of these limitations, because the Devil always, he's not holding you against your will. You're there willingly. So your limitations might also be about how you see things. So make sure that you keep your thoughts positive in the month of August. Now, in your recent past, we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. So there is a lot of things to be thankful for here. And I know that this is in your recent past, but some of you might still be dealing with these energies coming into the present, and this makes me very happy, because this is a very, very positive combination. And there is happiness and harmony within yourself, because this is again another very personal card, but also with your friendships and with your family. You really have a good support system here for anything that might be difficult or presenting a restriction or any kind of negativity. Ask for help if you need it, because you have some really good, solid people around you that actually want to bring about lots of support for you. So let go of any negativity and allow for these people to bring you more stability, to bring about more support, because these people here, or this person, if it's just one, they're just unstable. Let them be, let them go, and don't let them rob you of your very, very positive, naturally positive disposition, because I truly think that Sagittarius is out there. You guys are the most positive sign, so don't let anybody take that away from you. Now, in your crowning position, we have the 7 of Cups, the 6 of Wands, and the Star card. So this is what I was talking about. You feel a little bit negative. There's some issues here, but there's great, wonderful people around you that are going to bring you back to who you truly are, and that is a naturally positive person. Because you guys can't stay in the negative. You guys can't dwell in the negative for too long. And that's great, because here you are with feeling dynamic, feeling very inspired, feeling very, very happy and jubilant and victorious and positive. You have the Star card, a very hopeful card. And this is just what we were talking about here in the past. You're going to feel success this month, especially when it comes to the work sphere, and when it comes to hopes and wishes. So that's a very beautiful thing, and especially with the things that fulfill you. These cards together are all about fulfillment. And it's a beautiful month as well to organize, to organize and tidy up your home, your work, your office, your car, wherever it is that you spend time in. Organize, because it's going to bring you this feeling of clarity, and it's going to make your perspective get a nice little refresher. You're going to feel fresh doing so. Now, in your future position, we have the World card, the 9, speaking of wishes, the 9 of Cups, and the 2 of Wands. So this is wonderful. These cards here are beautiful. So I know that there's a little bit of difficulty, some negativity here, but it's gonna pass. So by all means, there is happiness on so many fronts, on so many levels, especially here with any projects, especially creative projects that you might be having, and with your partnerships of any kind, love relationships, work relationships, friendships, or familial bonds. Halfway through the month, it's going to be very, very ideal for you to make plans into especially what you want to see in your future. Especially if you are coupled. Make plans with your partner, and so that you can bring about what it is that you want to see for you guys' future, if you have it. Now, if you don't, this is still a wonderful time to make personal goals. And also, there is something that's going to be culminating. There's an eclipse, a solar eclipse in the sign of Leo that's going to be affecting you as a fire sign, but also as a mutable sign. So all the mutable signs, especially 0 to 4 degrees of Sagittarius. So if you know your signs, please check your astrological chart. So 0 to 4 degrees especially are going to be affected by the solar eclipse. And because there's something with all eclipses, there's something that's going to reach its peak. And we have here the World card, which is the last card of the major arcana. It's the one that ends the major arcana, or the trumps as they're called as well. And this is going to something in your life is going to end. It's going to reach its apex. It's going to culminate. But the way that it's going to do so is going to make you happy in the end. So there's a sense of culminating things, or things ending, but there's a gentleness with it. And it's going to culminate in a way that it's going to make you happy and going to make you feel inspired to make more plans or to be more creative. So that's a great thing. Now, in your ego position, we have the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 6 of Pentacles. So giving and receiving is going to be crucial here in the month of August. So in all of your relationships, no matter what they are, we have a 2 here, and 2 in numerology and in the tarot represent relationships. So the giving and receiving, and that's the 6 of Pentacles here, it all needs to be in balance. If you are going to take a decision this month, it's not going to come in your mind. Thinking about it, it's not going to help. Asking for help is actually not going to help, because your answers are going to be found within you, within your heart. All you got to do is ask yourself this question: what is it that fulfills you? What is it that makes you the happiest? What is it that fills your heart? And that's the way to go. If you are having difficulty with opening your heart because of things from the past, and not being able to share more of your heart, try to focus as best as you can in the present and try to give people the opportunity to rise up to your level and to meet you where you are and where you're comfortable. And when you do so, you open up space for that person to rise to your level, and that can make it easier. That could provide a sense of gentleness for you to open up your heart a little more to them. Now, in your environment area, we have the Moon card, the Four of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So we talked about the solar eclipse, but there's also going to be a lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. So there is something about that this eclipse, this lunar eclipse, because we have the moon here, it's going to be bringing about a sense of reflection, of stopping to think and reflect on your past, just so that you can open up new space for new horizons, new ways of thinking, new ways of being. So try to make sure that you keep an eye out, I should say, for you to see what is it in your life that's asking for change, or that is in a process of transition, because those are the areas that are asking for this Three of Wands here, this sense of newness, of expanding, of going into new territory and transforming situations. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Queen of Wands, and here you are. I love it when people when signs, I should say, come out in their reading, because it's a very, very positive sign. It means that you're going to be able to shift these energies in a more harmonious manner. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Magician. So these are wishes. And because you appeared in your reading, you're going to have an easier time with these energies. And this sense of knowing that these changes and these transitions are necessary for your own growth, not only as a person, but as a spiritual being. Tens in the tarot talk about change, talk about what we were saying here in the future position, about things reaching its apex. They're culminating, because tens in numerology talk about culminations, things that can no longer go anywhere but back to an ace. And we have a one here, the Magician. And this denotes a new beginning and a new way of seeing yourself in a new light. So you're going to be able to trust in yourself more. Also, trust in your ability and your capability to manifest the things that you want to see in your life. So this is truly powerful. So take advantage of it. Now, in your outcome position for the month of August, we have the Five of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So as an element of you, this Queen, surrounded by these fives here, denotes something that is, I'm going to say it this way. It's important that you know how to set boundaries with people from the get-go. We talked about this in the center. But if you don't, you might reach this in the outcome position. And it hasn't happened yet. So it's very important that you set boundaries and give people limits of the things that you will and won't do. Because it's going to be very crucial that you don't give more than you need to. Over-giving and over-receiving and in any kind of relationship, it has a degree of not only instability, because that's what the fives represent, but also a degree of violence. I know it sounds a little bit strong, a little bit harsh, but think about it. Because overgiving implies that either that person or you is worth more or less than the other, or that that person or yourself is incapable of doing things for themselves, or that you are incapable of doing things for yourself. So there is a fine line when you overgive, because it's not balanced, it's lacking equilibrium, and you shouldn't focus on people that are not capable of valuing you and taking you as you are. And if they can't, if they don't have the capacity, at least not this month, not right now, to give and receive the way that you are, if they can't meet you where you are, they're just going to bring instability in your life. So this is a lesson that you need to learn this month. Giving and receiving, and the fine line, so that you keep yourself precious and that you are also respectful of other people's boundaries as well. And you could also be dealing with someone from the water element, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We talked about this person here, and because this person is connected to this five, we have a five, and we have two fives. That's why I'm saying you have to make sure that this person, that you give them limits. If they're not those signs, it's just someone that's being overly emotional. They could be overly demanding, and they're just bringing about instability in your life. So it's best for you to walk away, to not engage, and to just instead do as the four here, as your challenge, as your obstacle, to put your energies in you, to invest in yourself, to go inward. Don't invest in people that don't know how to value you and that can't invest in the same way that you can for them. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that this reading has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, please support my channel by subscribing and giving this reading a thumbs up. It would mean so much. I'd like to thank you for visiting my channel, and I'd like to give an extra special thanks to all of my subscribers and to all the people that leave me comments in my videos and send me words of support and let me know that these readings are resonating. I read them all, and they truly make my day. Sometimes I am unable to respond to all of them because I do manage a couple of other jobs besides being a tarot reader. But I'd like to thank you for making my day and for letting me know that I am making a difference here and helping people, because that's been my goal, opening this channel and making these readings for free in YouTube. I'm wishing you a blessed month, Sagittarius. I'll see you guys in September. Bye-bye.